Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Falcons going up against the Saints.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he goes nowhere. Lose yardage back at the 17.
What you got? Huh? What you got? Huh? That's how we do, baby. Always rolling.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12.
Double tight.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Again, it's Kamara. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Cousins from the gun on third. He gets it to Thomas. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard. Right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On second down, Kamara. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a third and long. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Freeman again. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. The gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. And he is knocked down from the side at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. To throw now on 1st down. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll look to throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? when the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They run it again with Kamara. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Cousins. And right side, Henry's got it. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, they'll run with Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Around the NFL, they're in the 2nd in Philly. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Kamara try the right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. First down now, but that clock rolling. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Pryor has it complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Elsewhere, 2nd quarter in D.C. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Cousins now on second down. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Around the NFL, they're in the second in Philly, and the Eagles out in front early. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
Let's go.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They toss to Freeman, and he is going to lose yardage here. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Around the NFL, they're in the second in Philly, and it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. Good move at the 30, and they're able to get this one across the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Freeman again, a first down carry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
All right, here we go. Detroit! Detroit! Hold this. Check three. Hurry up, watch it now.
So the D-line's going to spread out. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Coming left, it's Freeman. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Falcons send out their punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. 2nd down, Cousins. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Gonna hook up over the middle to Pryor. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down.
45. Mike, 45. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Black. Quick, you're on it. Leave it. Bring up 48.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Saints on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Cousins to throw it. Forced out to his left. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And he's got Snead. 20 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to a New Orleans first down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
A first down throw for Cousins. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. Cousins again. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll run it now out of the gun. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that is incomplete.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Win the run. It's our record win. Win the run.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Detroit.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Defense showing blitz. Now the pitch to Freeman. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll set up a throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
No, Jack Patriot. Here we go now.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. He'll drop to throw, and he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is fielded at the 7. There he goes again. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had a nice little drive going last time. threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll drop to throw. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 4th quarter score now from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. Busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he'll get this up only to about the 22. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2nd down, 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Dontari Poe in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 15. Now back to throw. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Elsewhere, they're into the fourth at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. And give that one to the Texans as they wind up winners there. A win would be their first of the young season.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He completes it to Julio Jones. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a toss right, Freeman. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 12 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it. Freeman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Skirts by at the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Atlanta, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Baltimore.
Crab cakes will be waiting for us, partners. We head to the airport.
Heck yeah.